All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a viral video that's making some huge claims about a major world event. Now, I want to be super clear. We're not here to fact-check this thing. Instead, we're going to break down how it tells its story, piece by piece, to see what makes it so powerful.
So the video just drops this line on you right out of the gate with zero context. The hour of your freedom is at hand. I mean, that's a classic hook, right? It's designed to make you stop scrolling and pay attention. It sets this incredibly serious tone. So let's see where they go from that big opening promise.
So yeah, just to really hammer this home, our goal here is to look at the storytelling. We're going to deconstruct the claims, look at the techniques it uses. Basically, we're focused purely on the narrative structure that this video lays out.
Okay, first up, a video's explosive claim. You know, every good story needs a big, high-stakes hook. Let's dig into the massive claim that's at the very core of this thing.
Wow. Okay, so the video does not pull any punches. It claims straight up that Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, is dead, neutralized in US and Israeli strikes. And the language is, well, it's incredibly blunt. It says he died like a dog. And right away it expands the story, claiming it wasn't just him, but a whole lot of other top leaders are gone too.
All right, confirmation from the top. You know the saying, right? Extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof. So if you're going to make a claim that big, the next thing you have to do is show some proof. Let's look at how this video tries to build that credibility.
So what's their big piece of evidence? Well, the creator leans on the authority of a very high-profile political figure to make their case. They present an alleged conversation with former President Trump as the main confirmation. You know, like a direct line to someone who would know. And here it is. This is the smoking gun, at least according to the video. This quote, which they attribute to Donald Trump, is really the linchpin for the whole story. The specific phrasing, "We feel that that is a correct story," that's what's presented as the definitive proof.
And from there, the story just gets bigger and bigger. You can see here, it's not just about one person anymore. The video claims a large number of top leadership, even potential successors, and up to 40 senior officials were neutralized. It's a technique that paints this picture of a total, systematic takedown of an entire government.
Next section, celebrations across the globe. So, after the video makes its claim and gives you its proof, it pivots. Now it wants to show you how people are reacting. This is a classic move, right? Using social proof to say, see, everyone agrees this was a good thing.
And it does this by showing what it says are celebrations happening all over the world. I mean, look at this list. Tehran, LA, Toronto, Berlin, all over Europe, even Australia. The point is to create this feeling of a massive, global, unified celebration, especially from Iranians abroad, to really sell the idea that this was something people wanted.
And there's some really interesting visual storytelling going on here with what it calls a tale of two flags. The narrator makes this super clear distinction. On one side, you've got the historical lion and sun flag, which they call the people's flag, linking it to the old Iran. And they contrast that with the current flag, which they label a symbol of the occupying regime. It's a really simple but effective way to create a good guy, bad guy narrative.
All right, now for the narrative's justification. A story this big needs a reason, a why. So the next chunk of the video is all about justifying the alleged action, trying to frame it as something that was not only morally right, but strategically necessary.
And they use one single number to do a lot of heavy lifting, 47. 47 years. This number gets repeated to really drive home this idea of a long, long history of oppression. And by doing that, it reframes the alleged strikes, right? It's not an attack, it's a liberation that was long overdue.
The video is very upfront about calling this regime change, but it's really specific about what that means in this context. It's framed as this kind of two-for-one victory. It's not just about liberating the Iranian people, it's also presented as a major strategic win for the US and for Israel.
And here's how the narrator supposedly breaks down the why for everybody involved. For the people of Iran, it's liberation from an occupying regime. Simple. For Israel, the video claims this is about a long-term goal of regional dominance. And for the US, it's about two things: stopping a nuclear Iran and this is interesting, controlling the oil to get some leverage over China.
Okay, on to the final act, a vision for Iran's future. So, you know how these stories work? After you've laid out the problem and the big solution, you have to tell people what to do next. That's the call to action. And this video lays out a very clear plan.
So first, there's this supposed ultimatum for the Iranian forces, which the video again attributes to Trump, and the choice is incredibly stark. Step 1, lay down your weapons. Step 2, you get total immunity. The alternative, Step 3, certain death.
I mean, it doesn't get much more black and white than that. The stakes are as high as they can possibly be.
And then there's a message for the Iranian people, and it's just as direct. Step 1. Stay inside, stay sheltered, while, and I'm quoting here, bombs will be dropping everywhere. Step 2, and this is the really key part, when the strikes are done, you need to go and take over your government. And finally, step 3, seize control of your own destiny. The narrative is basically saying a vacuum has been created for you, now go fill it.
And to really crank up the urgency on that call to action, the video uses this quote: "This will be probably your only chance for generations. Now is the time to seize control." Wow, so it's not just an opportunity, it's being framed as a historic, once-in-a-lifetime moment, a chance you absolutely cannot afford to miss.
So when you put it all together, what do we got? Well, it's pretty clear this isn't just a random list of claims, right? It's a complete, carefully built story. You've got the problem, the occupying regime. You've got the dramatic solution, these alleged strikes. And it all wraps up with a super clear call to action for everyone to create a new future.
And all of this leaves us with one big question to chew on. Forget for a second whether any of this is true or not. What's undeniable is that the video is a masterclass in modern viral storytelling. So the real question is, how do these powerful, neat and tidy narratives actually shape how we understand really, really messy and complex global events? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining us for this breakdown.